A story a day.
Man, sometimes we take things for granted, huh?
We do.
And we don't realize that there are other people suffering out there from various causes, huh?
Yeah, man.
There's something called CP, as in cerebral palsy. Ever heard of it?
Cerebral, yeah.
Ever heard of it?
Kunasemanga cerebral.
Oh, sawa too.
Cerebral
Palsy.
palsy
Has to do with the brain.
is your design neurological condition.
And we have a young man here. Actually, he's just about to turn 40. So,
Yeah.
ni Rika Renyu. Rika?
Riakwa.
Bas. Matthew Karungu Kamoyu
Yeah.
has been living with cerebral palsy since day one. And he's a survivor, and he's such a great attitude.
He is.
He joins us. Yeah, he's very
such an energetic man.
very chatty.
Yeah.
Extremely chatty, which is good.
Yeah.
Dr. Cliff Owinyi Mukosi joins us also in the studio to talk about cerebral palsy.
Yeah.
And we also have a mother of a child with CP.
Yeah.
That's what they call it, CP.
CP.
Yeah. Wajigo. It's good to see you all here, and thank you so much for coming to talk about this. What do we call it? A condition, Dr. Ari? Would you call it a condition? Or
Usually when we talk about it, we refer to all conditions, actually permanent conditions, that affect the motor function and the posture, the movement and the posture largely. When you refer to this occur due to disturbances in the brain.
Brought about by what, Dr. Ari? I mean, what happens?
So these disturbances occur when you have either a malfunction in the brain, a malformation, or let's say damage to the brain.
Brought about by in childbirth.
Yeah, generally, Jeff, it can be during childbirth, before childbirth, or even after childbirth, while the brain is developing. That's the point. Commonly, people say that it's during childbirth. Again, I like to clarify that, because that only contributes to about 10% of the cerebral palsy cases that we have. I'm trying to be also informal and enjoy my radio time.
Yeah.
But just to say this, most cerebral palsy actually occur before birth.
What damages the brain? Because it's more about the brain, right?
So definitely, when we go to the pathophysiology, which is how the disease comes about.
Pathophysiology.
So we have the causes. The causes can be anything that reduces the blood flow to the developing brain. You understand? Which can be, let's say, placenta. There's inadequate blood supply, or something like maternal blood pressure, or even, let's say, a simple infection, like urinary tract infection, can ascend to cause chorioamnionitis, which is an infection in the uterus. All these can deter the blood supply to the developing brain. This will definitely result in once, if I may say, the brain is a very critical organ.
It is
a very critical organ, in the sense that once damaged, repair is so hard. Yeah.
Okay, let's talk to Matthew real quick. Matthew,
Good morning.
how you doing?
I'm very well.
Say oh my.
Oh my.
Okay, so what happened to you, man? What did your parents tell you? What happened to you?
What my mom told me that during my birth, I was pulled out of the tummy because I started coming out. They could see the head, but I was not coming out fully, and that was it, distress. So instead of them calling a surgeon to do a CS, I was pulled by a forceps delivery.
They used forceps to pull you out.
Yes.
Oh, good Lord.
So I did not cry.
A child has to cry. Failure to cry implicates that they have no oxygen in the blood. Hence the brain gets deprived of oxygen, leading to the cerebral palsy At that point, we call it asphyxia.
Asphyxia,
At that point, like lack of oxygen in the brain.
Wajiko, what happened to your child?
The child got sick at the age of 7 months. And now the sickness that was there, she got pneumonia, she got malaria, and meningitis.
Oh my goodness. All those three?
Yeah.
Huh?
And she was 7 months by then.
Pneumonia, malaria, meningitis.
So, the funny thing, even the doctors could not discover the child had meningitis. So they were treating malaria and pneumonia. So the child's body turned to that color, that gray.
At 7 months?
At 7 months.
Good Lord.
And it was interesting because you move from one hospital to the other. So I moved from one hospital to the other. The third hospital, which is Gertrude, they are the ones who discovered the problem. So
Was she in pain?
very painful, but the child was just there because what can she do at the age of 7 months?
Is it a boy or a girl?
A girl.
Would she cry? Would she show
Was
signs
crying,
of discomfort?
but not much. My child is very interesting because God composed her when she was young. Up to this day, she's a very strong girl.
How old is she right now?
She's 15 years.
15.
Yeah. So when we went to Gertrude, they discovered that meningitis is the cause of the problem. But now, by then, all the organs were falling down. From neck, from head to the legs. Everything was just falling down.
Yeah.
So they said they have to start the treatment now. And we are there for about 3 weeks. They examined each and everything because they were even saying maybe the child is having HIV, whatever, such things.
Yeah.
But thank God, because after 3 weeks, we went home. And now, what came after? Because now the brain was almost to be damaged. So water was going almost to the brain. Now the head started growing.
Growing big.
Like
Growing big.
swelling?
Yeah, swelling. Oh, God. So me as a parent, I was also starting fearing what is really happening to this child. But thank God, because as we started now using the medicine, with the time, we went from Gertrude now, we went home, we started coming to the clinic, but after some time, because the head was growing, just a parent who had the same problem, she advised me to go to Kenyatta. And before I went to Kenyatta, I told her I'm going to Mama Lucy first. So we went to Mama Lucy, and they examined everything, and they said this child has to be put a shanty. That is the one that will start draining the water from the head now. And so we were given referral to go to Kenyatta. We went to Kenyatta. For 2 weeks we were there. We bought the shanty. The shanty was inserted in her head. And now we went back, so we were going just for clinics. But thank God, because that love, I'm saying, and prayer, that child, when people are coming to our home, many could talk a lot of things.
Yeah.
But I told God, because you have given me this child with a lesson, just give me love and let me not hear from them what they are saying.
And you have other children?
Yeah.
Older or younger?
Older.
And they're okay?
Yeah, they're okay.
And it changed when, ma'am, from meningitis, malaria, pneumonia to now CP.
Yeah.
Ni wapi ilibadilika wakasema na sasa akona CP?
So the CP was coming because now when the child is now weak, the whole body is weak. CP children are weak.
Weak body, no
the body, the muscles, they are just there. So because now she's growing and the body is weak, so she's in the line of CP, nothing else.
Does she speak?
She is now a good girl, speaking. She can lead some things. You can tell her to count. She counts 1 to 10. She can say ABCD. She can sing gospel music. She follows when the TV is on. She follows. So in fact, if these children can be helped, they can be taken to institutions where they can get music lessons, and even beats like this, they can be helped. These children are very promising, some of them.
Matthew, what do you do?
I work at the Communication Authority of Kenya,
Ah, CK.
CK.
which we have the information center, which is like a library for the authority.
You're the people monitoring our phones, eh?
No,
Ninyinyi.
I'm in charge of the library of the authority.
Library of the Authority.
Yeah.
Amazing. For how long have you been at CA?
Okay. I started my internship in March 2012.
2012.
I was in HR when it was CCK.
CCK,
Yes.
yeah.
They liked my work, so they told me on the third day, go get your bachelor's, then you write to us.
Uh-huh.
So I went, I did my bachelor's, and I don't do now Communication Authority of Kenya. I was called on contract on the 11th, Monday 11th March 2016 on contract. They renewed it for another term. So at the end of almost mid to the end of the second term, there was an internal job advertised,
And you applied.
and I applied.
And you got it.
And I was actually employed on the 8th February 2017.
Congratulations. And then you went on to do your masters.
Yes.
So what's affected normally during...
So mostly what is affected is that's the part that deals with motor. Yeah, which is the cerebral cortex, the top one. Then the tracts that come from the cerebral cortex through a place in the brain known as the basal ganglia, also the cerebellum. All these.
Guy.
Inadil na speech, inadil na movement.
Motor,
Yes,
yeah.
exactly.
Muscle.
Yeah, exactly.
Muscle.
Muscle.
Movement.
The speech, how you swallow. All things are many things are controlled by the
Lakini
including
thinking
posture.
capacity.
Lakini thinking smart
you are
enough.
concerned.
I'm sure he can beat me in chess. I like chess.
He can beat you.
yeah. I'm so
Are you
sure.
serious?
Yes.
Are you getting any support from, let's say, government? Because people wonder, I'm sure you spent a lot of money
Yeah.
taking your girl here, there. Any support?
The government is trying.
No,
Yeah, they are trying,
they're trying.
but not really.
So where does the most help come
Yeah.
from?
In fact, from the parents and CPSK.
CPSK is
CPSK.
what?
Yeah.
The
Is
center itself
Cerebral Palsy Center of
Society
Kenya.
of
Society
Kenya.
of Kenya.
is helping us to take the children to their center. They stay there. Then we go back home. We as caregivers, you do 1, 2, 3 in the house. Then you come out with your products like these ones we have made now. You go and sell them.
Who runs this society? Whose organization is it?
We have a disability center one. It is just in Embakasi, Umoja 3. So that is the place where caregivers go and make their beads and other things.
do they go every day or
Not
every
every day.
Not every day.
Twice a week. And again, infant in our center.
And every
CPSK.
and every child there is CP.
Yeah,
Every child.
yeah. But now, the good thing that CPSK is taking care of the children. So the parents can meet together and we can do some small work before we go home.
Yeah. Go on, Matthew.
Let me talk about school a bit. Like me, I had to go to boarding at the age of 8 Yes.
Boarding school.
Yes.
Where?
Where?
I started in Joytown.
J-Town.
Joytown.
Joytown. Is it a special school?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
For all types of disabilities.
Abilities. Uh-huh.
Did you have a helper with you?
No.
How did you maneuver? How did
I
you...
managed to survive
How? Matthew, tell us how.
by teaching myself how to be independent.
But at 8 years old, were you able to brush your own shoes, take care of yourself, take bath?
Go to the toilet.
You see, like me, I was able to train to go to toilet when I was young.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't an issue for me.
And even taking bath.
Even taking bath.
Were there other people like you there?
In
There were
Joytown.
different.
Huh?
That's good get us for cerebral palsy, polio,
Uh-huh.
all types
Of
of
disabilities.
disability.
And then after Joytown?
I did from special class to class 7. Then I was moved to a Okarao from class 7 to 8. In those, I was done to do surgeries to rectify my legs. Then when I finished KCPE
Yeah.
in 2004,
Yeah.
for high school I entered from 2 second term because it was IGCSE.
Hey, you did IGCSE?
This guy's smart, huh?
So they told me like year 8 is class 8.
Mm-hmm.
So I finished and I went to college.
Wow.
You're a smart guy, aren't you?
Yes.
With many families across Kenya, there's this stereotype that they are thrown in a room in the
Yeah.
back of the house,
Locked
and
up, forgotten.
locked up and forgotten. It's so sad to know that.
Really sad.
Huh?
Very sad. But what do we do to them? Because now they don't have the knowledge of CPSK or other institutions that can help them. At the same time, if you are paying money in those institutions, how can you take the child there? And they don't have donors. No well-wishers who can help the children. But now, if we can have well-wishers who can help us, CPSK can take many children and many parents can continue with their job. But now, this is why we are here at Hot 96, so that people in Kenya and the whole world can know how cerebral children and the caregivers are suffering. Caregivers are suffering because some of them are not able to take care of the children. One, medicines are too high.
Yeah.
Many don't manage. In fact, you can even go for a month without medicine. Now, a sick child going without medicine, will she survive really? Many of them are dying.
It's difficult.
Like now, when you had demonstrations in Kenya, many of us were supposed to go to clinics, maybe like Kijabi. We never went. And we are bringing the child now down. Because what do? We can't survive these children can't survive without medicine.
Yeah.
They can't survive without the proper diet. And we caregivers are suffering outside there. In fact, many people don't talk about caregivers. Why? I don't know. Because we are the one who are suffering, we are being traumatized.
Yeah.
Even in our families, because most of us don't understand what is happening to the child. Unless God has given you that heart to take care of that child. Many don't understand, because even when the child cries, many will complain that you are the one who wewe unachuna mtoto sijui nini. Wewe ndio nini unaletea mtoto shida.
Yes.
You see, even yourself, you can be sick unless God helps you. So these are some of the problems that we are facing.
And also some of the parents think that, all these theories, you could be cursed.
In fact, the young generation is having a lot of problems, Jeff. Because even the men that gave them the children, they are leaving them.
Wanasema hii ya kwenyu.
Ati si bagu yetu. And you are the one who planted the seed.
Is this something that you can blame on someone, or it's tunaachia fate tu, yani nasema fate ili decide ikuwe hivi such that kama ni ya kublame mtu, can it be avoided at the same time?
That's a good question. Gunza, it can, okay, we can't just blame it on one person. Maybe the system, because let's say, how can we avoid it? If someone went to the clinics early, didn't take any drugs during pregnancy, drugs that are toxic, substance abuse, just those causes, being aware of those causes during pregnancy, we can definitely avoid it. Now, of importance, it's during delivery. During delivery, the system, we want hospitals close by to mothers. Someone in a remote place, maybe in Kakamega where I come from, you'll find that someone in a remote place, accessibility to that hospital in the middle of the night might be an issue. Now this person already might be having delayed, prolonged labor, heading to obstructed labor. This definitely leads to a bad outcome. If the baby comes out, probably a cerebral palsy will be there. So you see, as a system, we need help from the government in terms of accessibility to hospitals. In the hospitals, we need doctors to be employed and nurses, at the same time. Myself, I also need that.
And looking at it from a historical point of view, would you say these cases are increasing, or are we seeing a downward shift when it comes to babies actually born with or hurting from these CP condition?
Yeah, unfortunately, in the whole of Africa, there is paucity of data. But just from what I've seen, I must admit the cases are going down because of the awareness, especially by the health system. There's great awareness. But generally, there is paucity of data in Africa to give you the figures.
That's very positive. That's very encouraging. Matthew, what's happening this Sunday? Tell us.
This Sunday is the World International Cerebral Palsy Day.
World International Cerebral Palsy. Celebrity.
Celebrating.
Cerebral Palsy Day.
Tell us about it.
It is a day to make awareness, and as CPSK, we try to make awareness so that parents who hide their children at home can remove the children and see that they can become someone.
Okay, Wajiko, explain more to us. October 7th, right? That's Sunday the 7th.
6th.
Is it 6th?
That's 6th.
6th to 7th. Oh, the 6th is Sunday.
Yeah.
I thank God very much for the doctors who have come out to come and bring a medical camp to that center. So we are welcoming each and everyone to come to our center. Whether you are
Where?
Donholm, we are in Donholm Shopping Center. So when you come there, you just ask where Nini's Cerebral Palsy Center is. Good. It's just behind the shopping center. And we are also asking well-wishers to bring us food. We need food for these children. We need diapers for them, and even medicine if you can bring to us. Anything that you can help us with, even clothes. Anything that God will provide on your side, please bring to our center so that we can reach more people or more children who are outside there. And we love children very much. So when you come there, you know that you are coming to people who love children and people who are concerned about these children. Because like now, even where I live, I've seen many people starting calling me, where is this center? Where is this center? And we are advising each and every mother because mothers are the ones who are being affected so much. Please bring your children out. Let them come to Cerebral Pulsy Center at Donholm so that we can stay together with the other children. And let me tell you, there is one therapy that we don't know in our children. When they meet together and they are laughing, when they laugh together and they see their friends, that is the first therapy you have given that child. And that child, when coming back home, in fact, when you look at their faces, they are very jovial. And you just say, thank God, because we have a center that can take care of our children. So I say thank you very much, Hot 96. God bless you so much for welcoming us here and even giving us a place to bring our problems. Although we don't call them problems, we say God has given us the job and we are going to do it until the last day. So we thank you very much, Jeff, and your company.
Thank you. You have a wonderful attitude.
Thank you.
What do you tell people like you out there who don't have what you have?
Repeat again.
Pull it off from the top.
pull up.
Yes, I.
You know, people with CP out there, and they don't, I mean, obviously it's difficult to cope with life. And their parents are saying, why me? Sio?
Yeah.
Kwa nini mimi Mungu?
Like I can tell you now, God cannot give you something that you cannot handle.
Nice.
One day they are left by the family and extended family. This child can move forward. And do not give up when you get a child with cerebral palsy. It is maybe the child can become the future president of Kenya. You never know. Yeah.
Nice.
That's not bad, huh?
They can become whatever they want to become so long as they are shown love and they are embraced in the society, right?
Yes.
Utonge na Zakayo hiyo mambo.
It's your design. Amazing too, Sana.
Yeah, it's a sensitive topic, cerebral palsy, but all in all, they can live well. It's important we support them and also their families. Yeah, because their families, they can easily slip into depression and the likes. But we need to support the sick person and the people who surround the sick person. We need to, as a system, as a country, we need to support not only the CP children, but even societies that support this. Personally, I'm glad Jeff and Gunza for this opportunity. We'll keep in touch. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.